Hi, I'm Liam, and you better hold on to your butts because my story is a crazy ride. Before we begin, please like and subscribe. I belong to a family of crooks. That's right, my parents are the worst. They'll do anything for money. Dad sells repainted junkyard cars to innocent customers. And Mom runs a salon where she keeps a small box of live lice to infect clients and start epidemics.
It's good for business, sweetheart, if I get hired to clean up nasty heads. Sometimes they'll even come to get all their heads shaved off.
But it's wrong. You're tricking honest people. You can't con an honest man, my boy. All those idiots who come through my shop want to be fooled. I'm just helping them lose their money faster.
Eddie pays for your fancy clothes and toys, P-Brain, so butt out.
My little sister Josie was just as bad. She was pale and thin and had a fake doctor's note saying she had a weak heart. So everybody thought she was a sickly sweetheart. But she was actually as heartless as my parents. Josie often stole things from kids' lockers and sold them for a quick buck. Please, I just want my watch back, Josie.
I'll sell it back to you for $100.
But my grandma gave me that before she passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Better make it $200 then.
I got so mad, I snatched the watch right out of her hands. Here you go.
Quit acting like you're better than me, big bro. You're just as wicked as I am. You just hide it better.
Shut up, Josie. I don't want anyone to know I'm related to you. I'm nothing like you. I was so afraid people would find out about my crazy family. So I went by my middle name at school. Tara, my best friend, was the only good thing in my life. We would always hang out at her place because I didn't want her anywhere near my scheming family. For her 14th birthday, I gave Tara a set of Nerf guns. Her parents kept giving me weird looks. We were playing with the guns when I accidentally knocked her new iPad to the ground. I'm sorry, I'll save up and pay to have it fixed. Are you happy now? You ruined Tara's birthday after your father sold me that disaster on wheels. I bet your family enjoys making people miserable. How do you know about my dad? Because I followed him on social media. You're probably just like him. I want you out of our house, and Tara isn't allowed to be your friend anymore. I looked at Tara hoping she would stand up for me, but she looked betrayed.
I can't believe you kept this from me. If you warned me about your dad, I could have saved my dad from wasting all that money on that piece of junk. He's right. You are evil.
Oh yeah? If your dad wasn't so cheap and just looking for a good deal, he wouldn't have fallen for a con artist. Your dad's a fool, and so are you. I ran home furious. But my parents didn't care that they'd ruined my friendship. Here's $100, son. Dry your tears. Once you become rich, you can buy new friends.
Yeah, that's the secret of happiness and popularity. You'll thank us when you're older.
I'll never thank you. I hate being in this house. But they just laughed like I was some cute little baby throwing a tantrum. They were impossible. So I added onion juice to Mom's night cream and turmeric to Dad's toothpaste. They were furious. Dry your tears, folks. But the next day at school, Tara refused to speak to me. I felt awful. I was leaving an apology note in her locker after school when I heard a weird sound from an empty classroom. It sounded like an angry ghost was playing on a seesaw. I peeked inside and it was Josie. That little sneak was stealing school property. I recorded her in the act. Josie was finally going to pay. The next day, the school was in chaos over the stolen projectors.
Whoever did this is in big trouble. If anyone has any information, please come forward.
I immediately went to the principal's office and told her everything, but she wouldn't believe me. You expect me to believe that weak little girl did this? Those projectors are heavy, Liam. Then what do you make of this? The principal was furious. She called our parents in and Josie was expelled. And my parents were so mad at me for telling on her. And Josie looked like an angry psycho.
I can't believe you ratted me out. I'm your sister.
You know what they say? There's no honor among thieves.
You're going to pay for this, Liam.
Whatever, nutcase. But Josie went crazy. One day, Mom was getting ready for brunch when she found a freaking skunk in her closet. While the rest of us were gagging because of the stink, Josie was laughing her butt off. The day after that, Dad came home itching all over like a monkey. Someone had put itching powder in his suit, and it had cost him a big client. That jerk, Josie laughed even harder at this. She kept doing these things for weeks, but they always blamed me, not her.
Why would poor Josie do this? She loves us. She's one of us. You're still trying to get back at us because of your stupid friend. This is ridiculous, Liam. And you better stop now.
My parents stormed off, and I turned to Josie. Do you think you'll always get away? I'll get you one of these days.
Keep trying, fartface. Mom and Dad will never believe it was me.
She was totally evil. I worried she'd do something to hurt me soon. Things were a disaster at home, but at school, I focused on getting on the football team. On the day of the tryouts, I discovered Tara was part of the cheer squad. Hey, it's good to see you. I can't say the same about you. We did our plays and I killed it. But before the names were announced, I saw Tara whispering something to the football captain. You've got average talent, but I know where we can put that big ugly face of yours. Here, you can cheer on the team as the mascot, loser. I couldn't believe my sweet friend had turned into such a monster. One day after a game, I was running back in my mascot suit to the showers when I bumped into someone and fell on my butt. I looked up and saw Daphne, the most popular cheerleader and student body president. Her soft brown eyes sparkled, and I felt my heart expand 2 sizes.
Whoa, easy there, big cat. We can't have our most important team member injured.
Most important? Me? You can't be serious.
Of course I am. Your cheers are great. I'm Daphne, by the way.
I know who you are. I'm Liam.
You're too handsome to be hiding behind that mask. See you around, Lion. I mean, Liam.
Her jokes were cheesy, but cute. I couldn't help falling for her. She brought me chocolates after every practice. It even helped me with a few math assignments. But Tara didn't like us hanging out. One day during practice, she bumped into me on purpose. I went flying and landed on my chin.
Watch where you're going, criminal.
Shut up, Tara. I thought you were my friend, but you're just a jealous witch who can't see me happy.
I wonder how much Daphne will like you when she finds out your family is a bunch of crooks. Her dad is a judge, you know.
Don't you dare tell her.
Try me.
Daphne wasn't just my girlfriend. She was my only friend. If she ever found out about my family, she would drop me like a hot potato. To make matters worse, Josie was not quitting her pranks. One night we were sitting at dinner when frogs started jumping on us from the overhead lights. That's it. Liam, you're grounded for a year. It wasn't me. She's been trying to frame me for weeks. Why don't you look in Josie's room for once? They did and found a box of frogs under her bed. Finally, my parents saw through Josie's deception. She was grounded for life, and I couldn't help doing a happy dance in her doorway.
You push things too far, Liam. You'll regret this.
Hit me with your best shot, Jailbird. Oh wait, you can't. Things were finally looking up. I asked Daphne to the prom and she said yes. But one day when I went to the gym lockers to get my mascot costume, it was gone. The game was already on and I was super late. I looked everywhere, but the costume was nowhere to be found. Then I saw it. The thief who had stolen my costume was charging at the cheerleaders and then pushed Tara down and stole her pom-poms. I watched in horror as the mascot ran inside the locker room and took off the mask. It was Josie.
Try worming your way out of this one, moron.
Tara made a big deal out of it. No one believed that it wasn't me, and I was thrown off the team. Daphne, you have to believe me. I would never do something like this.
I believe you, Liam. You're the most honest person I know.
Then you don't know him at all. Tell me, Daphne, have you ever met his family?
What are you doing, Tara?
Telling the truth because you never do. Ask to see his family, Daphne. I bet he won't make it happen.
What is she talking about? And why don't you ever talk about your family?
It's really no big deal. Tara's dad doesn't like mine because she won a business contract they both wanted. She's just a pretty little witch.
Then let's have dinner on Friday. My place. My parents would love to meet you and your family.
Tara was ruining everything. I decided not to tell my parents about the invitation. But when I got home, I heard the most shocking thing.
Of course we're available. See you then. Liam, we've been invited to Judge Foss's house for dinner on Friday. Why didn't you tell us you were dating their daughter?
Because I don't want you to ruin this for me. Call them back and tell them you can't go. Say you had a stroke or something. And give up a chance of rubbing shoulders with a judge? No way. That kind of connection can really help us. If you try to con a judge and he finds out, you could face jail time. Please, call and cancel. We know what we're doing, kiddo. Don't worry about it.
You just focus on keeping your girlfriend happy. Can you believe it? Our little goody two-shoes played the biggest con yet and made a judge's daughter fall for him.
That's my boy. I paced my room furiously, thinking of ways to cancel the dinner. I decided to come clean to Daphne, but then something completely unexpected happened.
I hear you're having troubles with the parents. For a small fee, I can stop them from going to that dinner.
And why should I trust you?
I don't see anyone else coming to help you. You could pay me half now and half later.
Josie was a snake, but I was desperate, so I agreed. On Friday night, I got really sick. I was throwing up and had a fever. Nice try, Liam, but we're not buying it. You're trying to stop us from going to this dinner. No, please. I'm not good at tricks like you guys. I'm really sick.
Then it's a good thing Josie is here to look after you. Have fun. We know we're going to.
I was sweating and nervous, but sometime later, I got the most horrible call. Mom and Dad were in an accident. Daphne joined us as Josie and I rushed to the hospital, but thank God they weren't seriously injured. Apparently, their car brakes had failed. I couldn't believe Josie had gone so far. You did this? What is wrong with you?
I didn't do anything to the car. I just gave you a bad burrito to make you sick.
Then who did this? We think you know, young man. The act was up. They had footage of me from our neighbor's security camera fiddling with Dad's car. Liam, what the heck is this? It's revenge, okay? You guys ruined my life with your shady crimes. I wasn't going to risk Daphne finding out about you. So I tried to cut the fuel line to stop you from going. I must have accidentally cut the brake lines instead.
And all those pranks at home?
I did everything. The skunk, the itching powder, and the frogs. I framed Josie so you could see what an awful job you were doing bringing us up. But it made no difference. You guys are terrible parents. And now you made me just like you. I'm just as bad as all of you. They were all shocked and stared at me like I was the evil one, when they had been fooling people for years. This isn't okay, son. This is crazy stuff. You need therapy. I don't need therapy, they do. They're criminals and crooks. They should be in jail. Don't touch me. Daphne held me in a bear hug.
Babe, please. I understand how hard it's been for you, and we all make mistakes. But two wrongs don't make a right. You need help, and I'll be with you every step of the way.
Hearing her kind words, I broke down crying. All right, I need help. I want to get better. I'm ready, officer. Daphne held my other hand and we left together. Don't worry, son. Your parents will get punished for their crimes.